Last week you watched me plow field 46 for a contract so we could make some more money for our farm. And while I was doing that, Ryan was rolling our field and getting some seeds planted so that we could get a crop growing quickly. And now that we've finished that, me and Ryan have decided that it's time that we move on to another contract so we can continue making more money and maybe even buy another plot of land that we can farm here in the near future. And speaking of the future, if you would like to be a part of the farm, all you got to do is go to the description below, click on the Discord link, it'll take you there, and then inside the Discord there's a section specifically for the farm with all the information you can need so that you can join us on our community server and maybe even be featured in the next episode of Farming Simulator. So that's enough about that. Let's get into this episode, and you guys get to watch all the crap that me and Ryan went through trying to figure out just exactly how to accomplish this contract and make us a big chunk of change for the farm's future. All right.
Let me go look at that contract.
Oh, we did not get paid.
No?
Oh, you have to hit space to collect.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, so borrow items.
Yeah.
Mow the grass in field 71, then bale the grass, wrap it to make silage, take the bales to the biogas plant. 27 G's.
All right, I am going to take the semi and the flatbed to there. That way.
Where's the equipment at? Oh, it's all over the thing.
Oh, shit.
It's a lot of equipment.
Well, I got the flatbed coming. Oh, bro, the inside of the flatbed is sick.
Might not have thought this one through.
Oh, that's a lot of equipment.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see here. Okay, so this is what? I don't know what this does. Oh, this is a baler thing. This is also a baler thing. Wait, what does this thing do? Maybe that loads bales? That's the actual baler. That's the cutter. Alright, so here's what we do. That's the front. And this is for the back. All right. There's that. I guess we should have probably grabbed. Let's do this. Here I thought I'd be a genius and we would take all the equipment, load it up onto the flatbed, drive it all down in one go, and we'd have everything where we needed and it would be super easy. Except I didn't count on exactly how hard it is to back things up in this game. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I absolutely suck at trying to back anything up in this game, as you're about to witness, and probably just me smacking the shit out of your forehead. I swear I can drive. That remains to be seen. No, you should be correcting your steering here, bud. Oh my god. Driving backwards in this game is atrocious.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
We probably should have just gave up on this a while ago, but instead of making you guys sit here and watch us try to back this thing up for 10 minutes, we're gonna speed it up. Enough is enough. We decided to send Ryan to go pick up the other tractor, and we're just gonna do things how we always do it. Plug everything, one piece at a time, to the job site where we need it.
You want Hank or you want Jerry?
Which one's Jerry?
Hank's the big one.
You're gonna want Hank. Once we made it down to the job site, I decided to get everything rolling while Ryan was still going and collecting Hank and bringing all the tools that we were going to need for this job down to the job site. And it turned out to work out really well because it allowed me to get a jump start so that when Ryan did get everything down there, he was able to just go behind us and keep it working. This was a really big job, and if we were to sit here and watch this in real time, it's almost an hour and a half of non-stop cutting grass. So instead, we're gonna speed it up, and you're gonna get to listen to the chipmunks as they squabble amongst each other for the next couple of minutes. Me and Ryan had been discussing in our Discord exactly what we wanted to do after we completed some contracts, because right now we had just planted our one field that we own, and it's going to be several months before it's really ready to have anything done to it. So we thought we'll raise some more money from doing these contracts and then buy a plot of land that we can plant a secondary crop on. So right now that's what we're working towards, so that we can continue to have different crop rotations, so we got something to do on our farm all the time. We had a lot of fun working on this together. The only thing that kind of sucked is if you don't have the equipment by yourself and you have to rent it, you're not really able to multitask all that well. I mean, yes, I was able to do some of the mowing while Ryan was going behind and scooping it all up into one single pile, but it would have been really nice if you're able to put like, hey, I have two people working and are able to rent the equipment twice so that we could have both mowed and we could have both put it all in one giant pile. But maybe there is, and I just don't know. If there is a way to do that, somebody please put it in the comments below, because like I said, this is our very first time playing the game. We absolutely have no idea what we're doing, and we surely have no business being on a real life farm, so we're pretty clueless out here. But I don't think we're doing too awful bad. If we are, tell us what to fix so we know next time. This series has been an absolute blast for me and my buddies as we've been recording. And honestly, I didn't think this would be nearly as much fun as it has been, and I'm really glad I gave it a shot. And if you guys have been enjoying the series, make sure you smash that subscribe and like button so that we know to keep the series going, and make sure that we know to keep this server live if you guys want an opportunity to be a part of it. And if you do, check out the Discord. I am always blown away with how realistic and how much attention to detail they have paid on this game. Like, I never noticed it while I was playing it, but now that I'm editing and recording this video, the wind is actually affecting the grass on the field. It's absolutely astronomical to me that somebody thought of that and decided to make sure that was in the game accurately. It's one of the reasons I absolutely love this game.
I'm surprised it hasn't come up and told us how. Oh, 20%.
There we go. Mowing complete about 45 minutes later. And luckily for us, during that entire time, Ryan has been going around and scooping our mess of mowing up into one nice neat pile. So we're going to go drop the mowers off, pick up the baler, and get to baling. Now that all the mowing is done, the baler is hooked up and we're ready to go pick up all this grass. And we're gonna speed it up, so once again you don't have to sit there and watch us in real time, but you'll still get to see the finished product from beginning to end. I found it much easier to control where I was driving on the in-cab mode. Really, the only time that I found this to be easier is when I was doing the baling to make sure I was lined up dead center over that pile. Just saying, this might have been one of the most satisfying parts of the entire thing. Just getting to watch these massive lines turn into perfectly placed little bales as they just pushed one out after another out of the back of the baler. It was a lot of fun, and something just felt really good about cleaning the field and just having those stationary little bales. If you look off over to your right, you get a glimpse of Ryan as he bales up the actual bales, wraps them in the plastic. And that is one of the coolest things to watch, to see it just suck the bale up and then spin the plastic all the way around it so it's perfectly sealed and then drops it right back down. It was really, really cool to see that work, because before I saw that, I would have had absolutely zero idea how in the world bales go from cut grass to wrapped in plastic. I actually thought they did it at a factory, so yeah, be a little stupid. At this point, we were definitely a solid 2 hours into this job, and for some reason, it was still saying 20%. And we were starting to get pretty worried that we had done something wrong because normally the contract percentages just continue to change as you continue to do the job. Well, we found out later that in fact you actually have to drop the bales off for it to change anything, and cutting and wrapping everything was 20% of the job. But we spent a pretty good amount of time talking to each other, trying to figure out if we were just missing something super easy or we had screwed something up, because we had no idea why in the world it wasn't changing. I am also super glad that we had a second tractor to use, because if you had to do this all on this single tractor that they provide you with the rented equipment, we would still be here doing this field today. I mean, this field was massive, and if it wasn't for Ryan going behind me and doing a task as I was completing the other task, it would have took hours upon hours upon hours. As it was, we probably had close to 4 hours with the two of us working together to complete this contract. Which, that being said, it was a really, really expensive contract, netting us almost $30,000. And in fact, I think we actually go over 30 grand once we get paid for all the bales that we turned in. We definitely need all the money we can get though, because at the beginning, when you start with that $1.5 million, you think, wow, that's a ton of money. I shouldn't have any problem. And very quickly you realize just how little money you make off of the products that you make. And that money don't last very long. We are almost flat broke, and we haven't even had our first harvest yet. Now that we're finished with the bales, it's time to go pick up the trailer that actually picks up the finished wrap bales. And I don't know what happens here with the tractor, but that's the first time I've ever had anything weird like that happen in the game. I wasn't really sure how to use this thing, but it wasn't all that difficult to figure out, and once you got the hang of it, it was actually really easy to use. This thing's almost full already.
Is it really?
Yes. I think I can only hold 2 more bales.
Hopefully a place we gotta take them to isn't far.
Yep, we're full.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
You're supposed to just leave them by those big things.
By what big things?
These, you know how you dumped them?
Yeah.
You're supposed to bring them down here and just leave them. Just leave them down here. The reason why you have no option to get rid of them is because they don't belong to us. We're supposed to just deliver them here.
Nice.
Yep, these big like dumpster looking containers, just get next to them and dump the load right there.
So these big things down here, the big green things, the like dumpster looking things.
Yep. Yeah, because I just looked it up and people brought them down and just dumped the loads right by those pail things.
So just right here, huh?
Make sure it's next to the green thing, but yep. That's what I said.
All right, I'm gonna trust you. Should be good right there, right?
You can buy this plant for $1.5 million.
Yeah, so we weren't exactly sure where we were supposed to drop these bales at. So we ended up looking up a YouTube video, and they told us to drop them where you see them getting dropped now. Well, turns out it wasn't true. I don't know if they just didn't know what they were doing, or they were trying to troll new players like us, but it worked. So we found out, unfortunately, that if you put them there, nothing happens. So we had to knock all of our neatly stacked piles over, pick all the bales back up, and deliver them to a spot that was 6 inches away, where they were actually supposed to go. And what do you know, all of a sudden, the contract completion rate just starts skyrocketing. So luckily for us, it wasn't that big of a mess up, but it did cost us quite a bit of time because these were a pain in the butt to get picked up, because as you can see, they kept falling over, and luckily we had a forklift already that was able to pull out some of the bales that got stuck on us. But all in all, it was a pretty good haul for the amount of work that we did, and it turned out pretty good, and we made a ton of money. Definitely over the 30,000 that the contract was for, because we also got paid for all the bales that we turned in, which still doesn't really make sense to me since they weren't owned by us. But hey, I'll take the extra money because we all know our farm can definitely use it. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. Make sure you smash the like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you back here next Wednesday for the next episode of Farming Simulator 22. And remember, if you want to be a part of the next filming for Farming Simulator, make sure you go to the Discord in the description below, and it'll get you all the information that you need to become a part of the Discord and help us on this farm.